Okay, so for our English, I know you're off a little bit, and that's just fine. I don't want it to be a big deal, but I wanted to show you what we're covering in English next week. We're not going to complete the chapter that we're working on next week, so it'll be a 2-week type deal. But first, we're going to do chapter 1, the test. So that's the first thing you're going to do. I put your review in your take-home folder, so go over the review 1 or 2 times so that you're ready. And then Kiana, your mom can help you read, but she will not give you the answers. So you have to decide what is the correct answer for each of these ones so that I know where you are. But she can help you read the words if the words are hard, or whoever is with you. So chapter 1 test is here, and I made a mistake when I copied it, and I didn't want to waste paper. So it starts this way, and then you have to flip it this way because I accidentally copied the other side upside down. Sorry. Oops. But I didn't want to waste paper. So we're going to be doing chapter 1 test, talking about sentences with a capital and a period, a capital and an exclamation point, a capital and a question mark. Also understanding whether it's a telling sentence, a command sentence, a exclamation, or a question, those 4 types of sentences. And there is a code box, again, like we've had this side. There we go. The code box like we've had. My computer is reversed, and it confuses me every time. So that's why you keep seeing me like tap the wrong thing. So that is going to be your chapter 1 test. Then we're moving into chapter 2. So on Tuesday, we're going to be moving into writing a personal story, because our book is set up so that you practice writing sentences, then you're going to use those sentences. You're going to practice writing something else, and then you're going to use it. So we're going to be writing some sentences in our book. One of the things that we're working on is becoming a better writer. So looking for words that are bigger and better and have the same meaning, but mean something a little bit more meat to them. So you're gonna have one of these. It's a thesaurus, and the thesaurus is a way to find a word, and then it'll give you other words. So for example, I have this word. I opened it to the D's, and I have the word dirt. There's also earth, soil, turf, gravel, land. And then also, like, if you were to do dirt, like gross and dirty, it would be like you could use grime, muck, slime, ooze. So you know it's dirt, but then you're giving it more oomph. So you're going to use the thesaurus to help you through this writing process. Each day has a thing. So this first day, you're going to practice using the thesaurus. It's going to tell you right here on the bottom. That's all. So you're going to read this together with whoever is helping you with your work. And then here on the bottom, you're going to do this part. And then the next day, and then the same day, you're going to use the back, and it's going to have more for you. So more words. And then you're going to get out your thesaurus, and you're going to use some of these words to give you some extra practice on that. So instead of using the word big, you're going to pick a different word than big. So you could use like gigantic or huge, or one of the words that you might find in here. And then after we use the thesaurus, the next day, we are going to start thinking about writing something. So as you whoever you're with, you can talk about a story. So what would you do when you go to the park? What do you know about trips to the park? And that's how that is going to be. And then in the back, we're going to talk about revision. So this is page 25. We're going to skipping that part. And you're going to talk about the main idea of this right here. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not page 25 like a book, but page 25 here. So what's the main point of what she wrote? What is all of these things? What is the idea about it? And then you're going to write your answers here on the bottom. And then the next day, we're going to talk about the story that you wrote here on the back, what your questions are, and how you're going to do that. You're going to look at how she proofread her work. So you're going to look here at the proofread, and then you're going to see some of these lines about it. So right here, these 3 lines means that you're going to use a capital letter. So she forgot to use a capital letter at the beginning of her sentence. We practiced that, so now you're going to apply it. And then she accidentally spelled the word pine cones wrong. So this little caret right here, is what it's called. Mrs. McDonald said she calls it a teepee. Or it could be like a little arrow or something. This caret means that you're going to change something. And then also she needed a period here and she forgot. So she used a caret to put that in there. So when you go through and you see how these are, oh, and then here's this little mark, capital letters, and then you can cross something out and delete it and add, because good writers who are working hard at becoming better, they aren't mad at themselves because they didn't do it perfect the first time. They go through and they say, okay, what can I do to make this better? So you're going to work on those things. And then you're going to pick a topic. So that was that one day. So then you're going to pick a topic here. Something that you think you could write about. Maybe something exciting and fun. You went someplace like to the beach, or you've been to a theme park, or because we were all home for months and months. So it might be something that you did a while ago, a long time ago, a memory, or something weird. So maybe because you've been in quarantine, you started doing different dances that you've learned, or you started your own imaginary friend club, or whatever you want to talk about, something unusual. And here it says you can tell your partner about it. Or you can talk to somebody about it, something that you remember clearly, or something that taught you something new. Those are ways that you can start brainstorming. It's called brainstorming, making in your mind, what do I want to talk about? What do I know? And then you're going to use that on this page. So this page is a topic sentence. This is called a word web. Word webs are really great ways to start thinking about something. So let's just say we decided we wanted to talk about our pets, right? Because so during quarantine, we got a dog. So I could talk about my dog, and I could tell you his name. I could tell you what kind of dog he is, how he's learning, if he's doing a good job potty training. Do I like him? Is he big? Is he small? All kinds of things about our dog. And it's funny because that is here. It shows you a little bit about that. So this is the ideas on how to use your word web. And then you can add more to it using that. When you draw more ovals if you need to. You want to talk more about it. And then your word web is not going to be complete sentences. It's just going to be one or two, maybe three words. So small, cute, black is going to be a big dog. Stuff like that, or be big dog. And then here is where you're going to take those ideas from your little word bubble, and you're going to make a list and see which ones fit and which one don't, so that you can get together and write your paper. So then you have here, this is the ideas on how you are going to start writing. And then we are actually not going to use this page. I put a sticky note at the end. This is what we're going to start with the following week. So don't get rid of this, because we're going to use it to help us write our story. So we're just going to start practicing using sentences and planning a story, and then we'll work on writing our story the following week. Okay? That is the plan for next week for language, along with I made a video for your cursive letters, so that you have those, because I would like for you to practice your cursive letters so that you can be proficient in cursive, at least be able to read it by the end of this year, because it's important to read cursive. It's important to have that language ability. A lot of people don't agree with me, but I think it's important, because then you can read the Declaration of Independence, or you can read historical documents, because that's what they wrote in a long time ago. So I just want you to be aware of what cursive is. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know, and we will get going. If you get stuck in this writing, don't hesitate to reach out, and then we can always Zoom. I have a break between 1:15 and 2 o'clock. That's when all the kids are at PE or music or art. So I can Zoom during those times. So if you have questions about your writing or any of that, just have your mom message me and we can do that. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you soon.